your monthly reading. We're looking at August. Can you guys believe it's August already? My God. Although we've just had that Capricorn blue moon, second Capricorn full moon in a month cycle. So it's a significant shift point for a lot of us to really let go of some old stories, some old timelines, and step into the new, right? Cancer, divine guidance and loving clarity. This is for all the Cancers. I'm an intuitive reader, you guys. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Empower yourself. Get to know yourself. Choo-hoo! Ten of Swords, Cancer. There's something you're finally letting go of as I say that we're all kind of releasing old stories, old narratives. Stories because it's the Ten of Swords. This is stuff that goes on in our mind. Strength with regard to the Devil. Closing out old chapters of codependency. This is so collective vibe. Closing out chapters of codependency, people that use and abuse us, people that don't really care about our higher harmonic, they don't care about our vision, they don't care about our dream or our well-being, they just want us for their own purposes. Yep. I think that's part of the Strength card here, Cancer. Some of y'all might be changing work as well, or fantasizing or dreaming of being more financially solvent, like having more money at your disposal, possibly with the Nine of Pentacles. Like you might be going into business for yourself as well. And then also for some of y'all, because of this closing of chapter, and because I saw Three of Cups reversed, there could be a change of social order as such, like as in your for you guys, the breaking free from some of these patterns is gonna change your social circle. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to say. This is a rebirth, Cancer. The Sun card is the central energy. The Sun card is the first energy here. So, and obvious, rebirth, right? Because you're dead there. So there's codependency is where we can't be fully ourselves, or we have to kind of fulfill expectations. We're bound, we're enslaved, essentially, right? And these always are gonna kind of, I would say when it's attachments like that, it's always gonna lead us to like, what am I trying to say? To death. Like it's gonna lead us to the end of a certain cycle, and what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. And oh yeah, and it was something about rock bottom. You know that thing of like we have to get to rock bottom sometimes? So that's kind of like that too. We have to kind of be done, so freaking done with a cycle of life. Codependency, addiction, it's shady too. You know, it's when we end up fucking, pardon my French, but lying to people or lying to ourselves, or self-betrayal. Self-betrayal, because from that perspective of the devil, it's the reason the devil in that, you know, in that regard is there is because these two people don't feel like they can get the fruit or get the fire or do the thing on their own, which they can, but they don't believe they can, so they attach themselves to the devil. Cancer, divine guidance, loving clarity. A lot of Ten of Cups here. Like so many daily readings have been that, and then divine guidance and loving clarity, divine guidance, loving clarity for my lovers. Cancer, what other messages from this deck? What other messages from this deck do we need for the Cancers? I feel like I would be mindful of moving forward. I would definitely be mindful of like listening to other people be like, hey, come over here, do this thing. Ooh, baby. I would be mindful, y'all, because they're not in the upright. And I think it's like maybe you just need a bit of alone time, Cancer, to restore your strength, okay? And let the sun guide you rather than you having to work really hard to dictate or going against your will to serve somebody else's. Knight of Swords, like fast moving, come this way, do it like this, do it like somebody's kind of pushy and demanding. You're done. I'm like, I don't Cancer, I want to say cancers are often more attracted to that kind of gentle, kind, soft, loving, as in like they can get a bit frightened, right? Want to retreat into their shell. So the Knight of Swords would be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, but this is somebody sharp, fast, but they're in the reverse. So their communication towards you, you might not be digging on it, even if it sounds nice, even if it sounds like it should be nice, but you're like, it feels off skis, because it is, because this person is trying to manipulate you, like they're trying to get you to do this, that, or the other. You're like, no. The Strength card, right? Like you're having to, because like we all want to please people, we all want to like, right? That's the thing. But there comes a point where that people pleasing is not working. It's like you have to, if you want greater harmony and balance, if you want to be able to give more, you have to receive more. It's that simple. So you have to let go of the battles from the past, Cancer, divine guidance, loving clarity. See, I saw that Three of Cups before as well. There's definitely some social dynamics that are changing. It might just be that you are changing your social dynamic for a bit, as in giving yourself time to heal, giving your, like, withdrawing a little bit from certain social situations or people, basking in the sun, luxuriating a bit of alone time, receiving divine messages from within, moving forward in a direction that you want to go in. It's that simple. Ace of Cups. So you might be making an offer, or somebody's going to make an offer to you, Cancer, divine guidance, living clarity. We are going to move through these final messages for you guys. I'm looking at the other decks now. Their sun is being reborn. That card came out recently. I feel like it might have been this is my second time recording you, Cancer. I was in the middle and I looked down and saw something that probably wouldn't be good to broadcast. So divine guidance and living clarity, y'all. Somebody, you might meet somebody you recognize, like from past life or something like that. So funny, right? Probably even up to like 6-7 years ago. I think it probably kicked off by 2018 is when I remember being really like landed in that energy. But honestly, these years have been truly radical with regards to our perception shifting around resources and partnership. So how we self-resource has a lot to do with how we show up in partnership and how we receive. So y'all may be going through quite an alchemical shifting in self and how you acquire resources, which is going to change your partnership, right? It's just and like a lot of people would speak to that, that's often where I notice that I guess lack or block with regards to conscious manifestation, is that it's the actual making the change. So people, it's so fucking easy to talk about shit, I know, but the actual doing of the thing is where it's at, and that's often where we stump ourselves, or where we potentially limit ourselves, is that we don't take the action. It's scary though. That's like, that's another piece of it, and not that is it's scary, is that it can potentially bring stuff up, right? Like going against the grain, doing things people don't like, disappointing people, hurting people's feelings, like these sorts of things. Like there's not fun, but the intuition is a neutral kind of powerful force that's guiding us and ushering us to greater liberation, knowing of the self. To thine own self be true, the truth shall set you free, right? Like there's not, these are the fundamental teachings, I would say, of the Christ code, or like this idea of the holy God. Like we're all connected to that force, whether we think it or know it or not. But that force isn't outside of self. The force is within us all. It's like the namaste is recognizing the light within us, right? There's something here too. I'm getting a message about messages coming in sideways. Just be mindful of that. I would say with the karmic cycle, you guys, if this is resonating, be in your power. because there are at least one person, if not a couple people, that are being deceptive. Because the cards that I've clarified for this Knight of Swords reverse, someone in your life who like maybe is a bit demanding. I think that was the energy I got, like demanding or like fast and that you're like a bit like, oh, okay, okay. But then before you know it, you're like in a situation, you're like, oh, fuck. There's duplicitousness here. So mind how you feel, trust what you feel, not what they say. Okay? Trust, let's repeat that. Trust what you feel, not what they say. You're rising into greater equanimity, letting go of patterns where you're taking on way too much or not able to create for yourself. It's time for you to create now, Cancer. Reborn, rebirth, hala hala. New love, new. You just have to be kind of grounded and patient and hold the space for yourself whilst you're still running the course of these energies. Because again, that sideways, I'm like, you're still probably going to get poked by these manipulation energies or get pulled. Like these people, like, thing is, like, if somebody's got power over you, they don't want to let that go that easy. It's not usually that. And that's often what I'm observing in greater awareness at this stage is like the kind of maybe even the perplexity of people not understanding, like, why aren't you fighting, or why aren't you trying to control, or why aren't you doing these things? It's like, because I'm not gonna invest my mental peace into that drama. It's a choice. That's, it's powerful stuff. And it's a choice. We just don't, most of us, we're not quite mindful enough, we're not quite self-aware enough to catch that level of creation, right? We're because again, we're, most of us are in these patterns. Me too. It's like just in these patterns, and then certain patterns run their course, and then we're guided to make other choices and patterns. So oh, bummed out. Did I tell you I spilled coffee everywhere? Yeah. Cancer, that's your reading for August. I hope that it was useful to you guys. Have a wonderful month. I look forward to seeing you guys real soon in the dailies. Feel free to join the Patreon. Hey, thanks if you guys were one of the people that bought some T-mail stuff. Super dupes appreciate you guys supporting small brands. It's a dream. I think a lot of us creators, certainly from an empathic perspective, yeah, I honor that I need to look after myself and make sure that my world is looked after. However, the only purpose of like earning beyond our means is to just give back and give to people who yeah, need support, because we've all been there where we needed support, and thank God for the angels on this planet who do help without expecting things, and who can express love and appreciation from a sense of honesty and integrity, but not like control. That's like this idea of love bombing, right? Like people will say certain things that sound nice, but then when their actions don't line up, we're like, what the actual fuck? Because they don't mean it. They're just saying things in the moment that sound good, that kind of appease certain things, and then anywho, oh look, I haven't quite. Let's just get. There's the strength card again, you guys. You're really digging in here. I'm hearing that I'm coming up, so you better get a pot started. It's Bhuvaneshwari. Bhuvaneshwari. Deity is 107. So you're in the upright. This is your final message. I'm gonna read it from the book, okay, you guys? Goddess of space and infinite possibilities. Let me show you. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. You have learned the art of creating space and are experiencing the cosmos that exists inside of you. Bhuvaneshwari comes to you in deep meditation, in profound nature, in oceans, and in silence. Her stillness guides you to enter deeper into the cosmic web of potentials that exist for you in the present moment. I must say, Cancer, after this weekend, like, I totally res with this, even though I have a Capricorn ascendant, which means my descendant is you guys. which means I'm quite well suited to Cancerian energy, actually. Or it's, even though despite appearances, is kind of what I crave. Like super independent, but like in my heart, I'm like, I just want to like nook at home and like snuggle in. So continue making time for whatever brings you to a point of total stillness. That is where your true self resides. Know that you are not just part of the earth, but the earth is also part of you, and you are lovingly held by her presence. So yeah, after this weekend, that energy of like this deep silence, it's part of the creative outpouring and projection, right? Is like deep silence is like in the knowing of the self. There's a power there for sure. All right, you guys, Cancer, have a great month. I'll speak to you real soon. Take care. Peace out.